Thanks for joining us. We are set for the first KFC T20 International, and this is going to be a terrific game. Kingsmead, and these are the teams. South Africa, by the way, have won the toss and have elected to bat. South Africa, Rassie van der Dussen, Reza Hendricks, Matthew Britsky, and David Miller, top 4 plus, who's the captain today. He's number 5. Let's go down the bottom. Bartman, Quinn Mapaka, Carver Peter, and Lele Simonane is in the lineup as well with George Linder, the left-arm orthodox. His former plate has been really good. For Pakistan, Mohammad Rizwan, Babar Azam, Saimaya, Usman Khan, Tahir, the engine room batsman. And let's go to the bottom there and have a look at Keane. He's a left-arm wrist spinner who's done a really good job of late. Haris Rauf is in, Shaheen Afridi is in, so they are gun with the seamers. Haris Afridi is someone who will be very impressive because he's someone who has a knack of picking up wickets at crucial times. So these are 2 teams that are going to really enjoy it. There's Haris Rauf. He bowls with lots of gas. Very, very quick bowler. Afridi, I'm sure, will be looking to find some form and find rhythm as well. He likes bowling in South Africa also. He's done well previously. And just to remind you again that South Africa won the toss and have elected to bat. Mohammad Rizwan didn't seem too perturbed about that. They were delighted, of course, to be playing in South Africa. It was their 3rd overseas tour on the trot. They've got some good unity. They've got 4 stars back in the lineup. The big boys are back in the lineup for Pakistan. They were in the squads in Zimbabwe. And Rassie van der Dussen has been such a fine performance for South Africa. Is striding in.
Sensodyne Rapid Action सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ Sensodyne Rapid Action का रोजाना
चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें
पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं
और लाइक भी कर दें वीडियो को। लाइव मैच देखने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें।
Thinking and been told that we should be okay for the day today. So under lights today, it should be a little bit testing for some of these batsmen straight away. There's Russie's T20 international career, 44 knocks. Strike rate just shade under the 130 mark, average in the mid-30s, shows consistency. Best of 94 not out, 35 years of age. And Reza Hendricks, who got runs in 2021 when Pakistan were here. Best of 87. Average of 30. He's experienced these days, and a couple of guys who are dashers at the top, particularly Reza. Rassie tends to play a little bit more conservative, if you like, initially, but if certainly sure he'll have a go. Shaheen Afridi, what a start he's been over the years, has perhaps been off the ball a little bit. He's not going to be here for the tests, so he'll be here for 6 white ball games, and I'll be very much looking forward to putting on a really good show to make sure that he gets a lot of support from the crowds in South Africa, where he loves playing with the extra bounce, extra pace, and of course also from back home in South Africa. I'm delighted to say hello to Ramiz Raja. Ramiz, welcome.
Thank you, AC. Hello to all. This should be a cracker of a game. Pakistan looking to boss South Africa. They did that so well last time they were here in white ball cricket. Let's see whether they can carry on with that theme. It's a new or newish side, but the core is still the same, very much the same. Shaheen Shah Afridi is back, Babar Azam is back, Haris Rauf has been bowling wonderfully well, so he'll be in action very soon.
And the tone is so important at the start of a T20 game. This is an international. Here we go. A little bit of movement back in. Big shot from Shaheen Shah Afridi. Maybe pitched outside leg. He normally swings the ball back in quite a bit. He also gets a bit of bounce.
Such a typical start from Shaheen Shah Afridi. He gets that ball to jag back from that off-stump angle into the stumps. I don't know whether that ball did swing back. Nice seam position, would have gone on to miss the stumps down the leg side, but not a bad start at all. He pushes the ball up, targets the stumps, and invariably succeeds.
It's good carpet of grass. It's not live grass, but it's good carpet of grass. I like this. That certainly did come back nicely. And that's just gone across. So straight away, he is on the button, Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Pakistan must figure out very early in the piece whether they need to attack here or whether they need to have a spread of field, which is typical T20 field. I think there is something in it for Shaheen Shah Afridi, and if he's being marked by Rizwan as a wicket-taking option here, he's got to be given an attacking field.
Operating with a wide first slip. Really is a nice venue, this one, to start the KFC T20 International Series. Pretty good crowd in. Bit of movement with the ball first up. Shot down. Take it for wide. Back on the stumps. Pakistan have struck nice and early.
Yeah, it's such a good ball because Yorker length with a new ball we know can be really difficult to produce and execute. And Van der Dusen has been such a marvellous player for South Africa, especially in white ball cricket, and he's been castled. Fuller length, a lot of inside edge, massive inside edge, helping Shaheen Shah Afridi at Pakistan's cause. So early exit for the right-hander in Shaheen Shah Afridi is off the mark. This is what Pakistan needed. This is what the left-armer needed. One for duck, one for one.
ये बेहतरीन टेस्टिंग है
वो कढ़ाई से भी फाइट कर लेगा कौन
ब्राइट क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है एक
वो कढ़ाई से भी फाइट कर लेगा कौन
ब्राइट क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले
51. Overpitched. In a check drive. Gretzky's off the mark.
I mean, your bearings are not great up front to that kind of length. Fuller pitch delivery, the Yorker length, and drawing it away from the stumps into the stumps. Van der Dusen, unlucky dismissal, but really going with hard hands, and that is what you're supposed to do in T20.
It is remarkable. I'm sure you've seen it so many times, Remy. It's remarkable how often he strikes in the first over. Terrific drive. Nicely fielded in the covers. That has saved 3 runs. That is top fielding.
So much to like about that action. First, the drive. It's a punishing drive. Tayyab there doing a great job in the end. Trigger movement on the front foot. Full pitch delivery from Shaheen Shah Afridi. A little bit of weight. It was cracked. Should have gone to the fence, but not to be. 3 runs saved.
So a wicket and run saved in the first over set a terrific time. Really looking to finish this over in style. He gets a thick edge, it's on the bounce. Again, it is stopped. Certainly saved a single there as well. First over gone, 4 for 1.
Nice to what I've seen. Come on, God, that's there.
एक्टिंग है या नई स्टॉक पेप्सी का कमाल खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
From never to my first ever, join the flip side.
एक टपल दरदा तुम में एक और कप चाय
Share more.
Prior to the attack now. Very talented spinner.
Yes, he is. And this experiment is to bamboozle the South Africans. He's a bit of a mystery bowler.
He bowls a high percentage of wrong-uns. There's one to start with.
How the ball shaped from Shaheen Shah Afridi. I was expecting a pacer to get a go. But Pakistan obviously have got a set plan. The plan is to dominate South Africa through a broad from the other end.
Got hold of that. Got hold of it beautifully, and that's gone for 6. Oh, almost caught in the crowd as well. 6 runs, top shot.
What a shot, a cracker. And that's why T20 cricket is so breathtakingly brilliant to watch, because the wicket has gone down, and have a look at the response from the newcomer. In the slot, ball not really spinning the great deep, the length and smashed it for 6.
Give the shot, he looks to stand his authority. Mr. Britsky when he arrives at the crease. Was it his house? A bit short, wide and straight to the fielder, and then it's on. Just a little message, maybe it's time to go, I think, from McGrath. So 2 down.
Yeah, I mean, it was a hittable ball, but then you had to find the gap. We saw that little nudge from Abrar. Pretty dramatic way to celebrate a wicket. Well, let's see much, just a nudge. It's quick through the air. Hitting it straight on the throat of Simon Hilbert Twine. And there he goes. See you later. Gone after scoring 8, 10 foot.
नया गाढ़ा हार पे जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग तक भी हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
अपना कोई भी पुराना मोबाइल हमें दे जाए और नया सैमसंग फोन ले जाए।
सैमसंग ट्रेड इन ऑफर, पुराना फोन लाओ, नया फोन ले जाओ।
वो बिहारी को वाइट कर देगा कम
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले।
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. We go tell you 26.
ट्राई नोटबुक की बेहतरीन टेस्टिंग है।
एक टपल दरदा तुम में एक और कप चाय
David Miller. Round the wicket now. Slip in position. Shot turned down the leg side and a wide call.
Yeah, it usually is wicket to wicket. Abrar really wanted to hit another strong shot this time, found the fielder.
I just love that. I love that shot. Obviously looking at each other, and there was one winner.
Chip.
Right, so Reza Hendricks now down the business end. Captain Rizwan behind the stumps. There's the Roman. That's going to be a little bit of a toppy.
Yeah, goes that hard length. That's why the field is set square on the offside. 3 men almost in a ring position. There they are.
It's a little bit short. And he's got that away the onside with power. That's 4 runs. Nice way to finish the over. 2 overs gone. 16 for 2.
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है। डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से शील करना है आसान। जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
लजीजा गाजर की 15 मिनट में हो तैयार, हर मौसम में अवेलेबल है यार, मजेदार लजीजा गाजर की।
A very dangerous player, Matthew Britsky. So it's a big wicket. Freddie again. Nice little head-to-head this. Afridi to David Miller. 2 slips. That's whipped away. Whipped away with really good intent from David Miller.
If you needed another clue how good this pitch is, have a look at this shot. Beautifully played, flick shot every time you watch this. Strong wrist through mid-wicket, you love it. Very subcontinental in style. He's been given 2 slips, Shaheen Shah Afridi, so the idea is to swing the ball away from the stumps towards the slip corner. Get him playing the drive through the offside.
Need to allow outside the circle in the power play. On the back foot this time, driven that one through the offside. First recover, that is a fine shot. No real flourish, just terrific work from Miller.
Yeah, tested on 2 lengths. The fuller length, which was put away through square leg for a great 4, and this back foot drive. What a good shot this is. Shortening the length. The idea was to target him through that slip cotton, but the balance and the grace and quality personified in that shot.
Sean Pollock described this as a peach of a wicket. A peach of a pitch. I think what we've seen so far, it's certainly showing that. Forward defensive shot at that time.
The off-cutter may just work, have a shower in position against Miller because he likes to go hard at the ball, so therein lies the advantage for Shaheen Shah Afridi if he is brave enough really to experiment with change of pace.
Tidy line again, it's got to punch through and that's well fielded. Nice work. That's rough that time.
Well, you've got to be here. Seriously, you've got to be here to know the power that he's generating off the back foot, off the front foot. This was hardly hit. And have a look at the fielder there. Haris Rauf really had to get cracking straight away. Half a hit, almost carried to the fence.
Yeah, he was always not going to get there, actually, and that desperate dive got him there, which was a terrific save, because that would have been the 3rd for the over. Don't need to do anything silly, of course, South Africa right now against Afridi, with 1 ball left in the 2 overs here. Check shot. Ralph in the game again. So it's a good over. 10 from it. 3 overs done. 26 for 2.
वो कढ़ाई से भी फाइट कर लेगा कौन?
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले।
Never get lost in translation. Galaxy AI's live translate feature. You can talk in any language, just like that.
सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
एक कप तुम में एक और कप चाय। डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से
Dragging that one on the onside. And posted, but a couple of bounces to him. So the left-handed Miller, the dangerous Miller now on strike. Change the line from McGrath around the wicket. A bit slower that time. Nicely bowled. Good stuff from McGrath. He's got.
Yeah, 6 followed by out. Similar length. He's trying to hit it a little too hard and aerial and was out.
I think Britsky will be distraught still in that changing that he has picked out the fielder. A bit of bounce. A bit of a stare from McGrath as well. He's animated McGrath.
Packs a punch. He is quick through the air. Very strong wrist. And he'll keep on pegging away on that length.
For him. That is a beauty. Slower. Great pace. That is a superb delivery, and he will be delighted and really proud of that one.
I think the face and the neck turned the other way because it was a wrong one. Earlier picked a wicket off a leg spinner, so the neck went the other way. But this was probably slower in pace, a little bit more flight and loop, and got a prodigious spin back into the stumps. Didn't read it, hammer it, and just misread it completely. There he goes. On your way, mate. On your bike. Hendricks gone for 8, 28 for 3.
कोई भी पुराना मोबाइल हमें ले जाए और नया सैमसंग फोन ले जाए।
Samsung trading offer. पुराना फोन लाओ, नया फोन ले जाओ।
वो कढ़ाई से भी फाइट कर लेगा। कौन?
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से बाहर निकाले। जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है। डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से शील करना है आसान। एक कप तुम में एक और कप चाय।
980 runs at this stage, 1030s.
Very impressive player, very impressive player of spin bowling. Klassen. Let's see how he deals with this mystery from Abrar.
He always likes to hang back onto the back foot whenever he can, of course. It's his mode. Ra will know that. Slip in place as well. So bowling with great control and also terrific variety. Abra. Good bounce, Rowan, good bounce. Beautiful first delivery.
Yeah, I mean, you had to be on the front foot like Klassen was on that delivery. I think once you go on the back foot and you're not read the spin on it, then you've got no chance of surviving it.
This one just pushing mid off back. Only about 5 paces. Nicely flighted. Length is ideal. Good stuff from McGrath. That's a really good over. A wicket and just 2 runs from it. 4 overs gone. 28 for 3.
Nice stronger Pepsi.
Come on, God best
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
Capture every नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग तक भी हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा, टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
एक कप टपा तुम में एक और कप चाय
Top order, batting for South Africa. Ralph. What a fine shot that is first up. It is David Miller and he is class.
Well, he's a classic. Went on sound. Half the volley put away beautifully. Very graceful straight drive. And Harish Raut has got this tendency to every now and then fish the ball up, and when it doesn't really move sideways, then he is a cannon for runs. Such an elegant straight drive. Great balance.
Just allowing to run the pace from Haris Raut down to that third man region for one.
It's a complete lottery to have somebody like Haris Raut come in after 4 or 5 overs in the middle phase of the innings, because not only does he have pace, but variety and the ability to pick wickets. I mean, that record is seriously brilliant. 110 wickets in 78 matches. And he comes in when the crunch is on. Bowls in the middle phase, in the last phase of white ball innings. Hands it up, full of energy.
And in both those phases, he's a wicket taker too, which is such a big bonus for him. He's one of those guys who comes in straight away and he tends to strike. That's almost snuck through. That was honing in towards that off stump. There was a little bit of a gap there. It was a moving in towards Klaasen. Haris Raut thought at one stage he had it through.
This is a critical partnership for South Africa. Miller and Klaasen. They need to hang around for a bit, because scoring rate is not going to be an issue. If they hang around for another 5-6 overs, this could be trouble for Pakistan. So all they need to do is to make sure that they don't lose another wicket, South Africa, at this stage. A few deliveries on Matt.
Looking to hit that one on the onside. Ended up squirting it square on the offside. 139 k's per hour that last delivery, so that's pretty tidy for the first ball of his spell. Run rate is at 7.3 for South Africa, 3 wickets down inside 4 overs. That really does spell danger.
Good cricket from Rizwan and Haris. They've got a slip in place also.
Sliding down the leg side by Malika. Says the same, but Mohammad Rizwan is going down to have a chat to his captain. I don't know if he's going upstairs.
They need to be absolutely sure whether they have a chance. It's quick through the air. DRS timer is out, so for a DRS, but have a look at this delivery, angling it into the pads at pace. I would have missed the stumps by a long way down the leg side.
Yeah, good decision by the Brains Trust of DRS out there. 19 innings between Miller and Klaasen in T20 internationals. They've run a partnership on average of 44, 650 stands. They could do that again with South Africa, because if they get going, these two, they can really capitalise. Pakistan all over South Africa right now, but these two guys are really dangerous for South Africa. Whip that away, nice and fine. They should be able to come back again for the second. They just trot back for the second, so that's good work from these two. 8 off that over, 36 for 3.
डिजिटल लहंगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा, टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
एक कप टपा तुम में एक और कप चाय।
Pass that flashing blade straight away. This is the last over of the power play.
It's been a good find. Abbas Afridi is tall, can be slithery, and then he's got wonderful change of pace also. Not easy as a young bowler to come and bowl in the middle phase of the innings when the charge is on, but he seems to have great solid temperament to go with his natural ability to move it and to vary the pace.
Hard into the ground. So after this over, of course, Pakistan will be able to spread some fielders a little bit more protection. After they've done their job superbly in the first 4 overs in particular, picking up those 3 wickets, that really puts South Africa on the back foot.
They don't need to absolutely spread the field out because they're bossing this. So let it continue for another over at least, even after the power play. Let's see how South Africa react. Spreading the field out will mean a bit easier for South Africa to mid singles and to dominate once again, probably.
Oh, he's picked that up superbly. That is right out of the screws. That has gone for 6. What a great shot from Heinrich Klaasen. That is magnificent work from length.
He's a serious talent, he is. A great entertainer. Yeah, I mean, that kid really absolutely demonstrated how it was done. Nothing more than a flick, picked up the length of it. He stayed back in the crease, and away she went over mid-wicket for a great 6. He has a good night for South Africa. Could be a tough gig for Pakistan.
It's been unbelievable the way that Heinrich Klaasen has actually transformed himself from the player he is. Just hardly moving his feet, trusting his strength, trusting his eye, trusting his back plane. What a shot. Slow delivery that time. Tried to force it. Has to get back quickly.
There was that change of pace from Abbas. I think that's a good move against Klaasen. Got back just in time. Well, I'm not too sure. It's 50-50, I think, in the end. Someone who wants to strike the ball out of the park, I think change of pace could be the key ingredient to keep him honest.
Good skills too from Freddie, back of the hand slow ball. Two balls left in the power play. On the back foot, a little bit fuller that time. Just punches it for 1.
The other thing that he's does so well is that he's not one-dimensional. So we know that he can hit the ball a mile, but then in between, you'll see this also from Klaasen. Good, intelligent milking of singles, making sure that he plays the ball calmly at times. It's not about hitting the ball out of the park every time. That's why it's difficult to master.
It's quite amazing to have that weaponry about to hit the good balls for 6 like he did in this over. Travelled a long way. 135 k's per hour, just disappeared. Nice buzz at this ground now. Nice shot, nicely fielded. No run off the last ball of the power play. 6 overs done, 43 for 3.
Ryan Woodward, की बेहतरीन टेस्टिंग 4G की डिजिटल मैगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है। एक कप डबल डालना, तुम में एक और कप चाय।
मुखनिहारी को वाइट कर देगा। कम
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले।
लजीजा खीर मिक्स, रिश्तों में लाए प्यार की मिठास।
डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से शील करना है आसान।
It's a nasty play. It does look like a really good surface. I know Pakistan have started off well, but if you have a look at David Miller's innings, right from the outset, he absolutely middled his first few deliveries.
Decent curtain. And they're hoping, as you say, Sean, that this partnership can mushroom and can entertain them. It certainly has the potential. Tapping scores, power play, 47 for 2. Day-night matches here, 13 matches played, so not too far away if you are South Africa. And one more wicket having gone down than the averages, and probably a blow they would rather not have had. But such is the way that it goes, you've got to try and take it to your opposition up front, especially on a good wicket. A story that will unfold through the course of this white ball contest, whether it's 2020s or one days, is going to be about wrist spin.
Yeah, I suppose that's the key. Pakistan have got that mystery to it as well, haven't they? It's always the challenge, you know. It's been proven in all the T20 formats around the world, the leagues. If you've got someone with a little bit of mystery, and a new batter in particular comes to the crease, you can often build pressure. And they've also got that ability to strike if there's a quality batter who's got going already.
Oh, inside edge. Looking to go at that really hard and go through the offside with mid-off in the circle.
We talk about conditions as well. You've got David Miller, hometown boy, who's played all his cricket here for the Dolphins. Andre Klaasen plays for the Gilbert Super Giants and the SA20. So as far as knowing the surface, knowing what to do, and knowing how destructive you can be at the back end here. It's not about panicking now and losing your wicket. If you're here with 14, 15 overs completed and you still at the crease, these two, they can be very lethal.
Shot! Got all of that. Oh, juggling the crowd. And it's dropped. Practicing their one-hand catches.
He held a nice slow delivery early on in the over and it deceived David Miller just a touch, but you can see that one's got a bit of float to it. That was only 122, the other one was 130 and the length was better. It's floated up there, it's over-pitched. And the man up at mid-off, David Miller says, thank you very much. I'm going to take advantage of that. And he puts away his first maximum of the evening.
Nudged away, and that's a good hand from Sufyan. 7 done, 53 for 3.
मुखनिहारी को वाइट कर देगा। कम
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले। डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से शील करना है आसान। जब Q4 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
Nice stronger Pepsi. Come on, God, test it.
एक्टिव है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
अपना कोई भी पुराना मोबाइल हमें दे जाए और नया सैमसंग फोन ले जाए।
Samsung trade-in offer. पुराना फोन लाओ, नया फोन ले जाओ।
मजा से ना, यहाँ से कप्तान ऐसे निकल जाना। बस बोला नहीं इधर आने। ठीक है, आराम से ध्यान दे लो, आराम से।
He's an exciting
बिल्कुल सुकून से। कोई जल्दी नहीं साहब।
left-arm leg spinner.
Guys,
That's nasty at the top of the order as well. But you think about how successful Noor Ahmed was on this ground for the Durban Super Giants. It's a nice place to bowl mystery left-arm spin. But what if you got into David Miller and he's got himself to 26 and he says, "Thank you very much. I'll take it to 32."
Absolutely loving the aggression from David Miller. Put the spinner under pressure straight away. And that's banged away beautifully.
It bounces on the roof of the stadium and into the road. I'll have to send the drone to try and find that one. Bounces across. There it goes. Run in, run in, run in, run in. There we go. We've got a willing participant who's more interested in the ball than the traffic. He's quite keen to lob it back for us. Or maybe taking it away as a souvenir. David Miller's been a really good touch since he's been to the crease. That was his first shot, but it was these two, one off the back foot and then one off the front foot. It really made me feel like he's in good touch.
Didn't quite get all of that outside half of the bat. So he'll pick up a couple. But anything that's anywhere close to him is looking to maximise.
And also realising that the youngster is trying to obviously still settle at this international level. So his first opportunity to bowl here in South Africa. So we put him under pressure straight away. The second one went to the largest part of the ground. That's why it didn't get away to the fence.
Shot. Oh, wow. Absolutely brilliant, Dan. All timing. He just tapped that and it sailed away for 6.
I tell you what, I'm thinking of the times I've sat and watched David Miller play. I don't think I've ever seen him to the crease and strike it as solidly as he has. I mean, we've seen him bludgeon it in the back end of a T20 international for one day. But these have just been quality shots. And he is fine in the middle of that bat. That is a massive boundary. And it's cleared it comfortably. He's got himself to 40 of 21 deliveries.
Oh, shouts of catching. A long hop and is quite fortunate he mistimes it in the end as he tries to drag it to the onside.
And you start to feel like it's your night, Tommy. When you even get something wrong, it lands safely. He might have been a little bit disappointed, actually. It was a bit of a drag down, and he does have that ability to whack it over deep mid wicket with absolute ease. It's the smallest boundary on the ground tonight. Sufyan Makin, 15 wickets. He's had a good start. Have a look at that economy rate.
All
68 for 3.
नया गाढ़ा हार पे जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा, टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
ट्राई नोटबुक, बेहतरीन टेस्टिंग मिल्क।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
With these two at the crease.
ये शोर है मैच की पहली बॉल का, ये जोश है हर विकेट पे अपील का, ये इंतजार है दुनिया की नंबर 1 कवर ड्राइव्स से।
Nice job. Straight away, call a front from David Miller does. He touches and moves, gets back for the second.
Partnership's 43 and it's off just 28 balls. Here are the 2 test matches, Centurion and Cape Town. So they'll see many parts of South Africa. For those who are first time on tour with the Pakistan side. Banged away. Oh, he loves that one. It's straight up in the air though. And let him toss his bat. He felt that it was the right length to go again. For Pakistan.
नया गहरा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा, टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा। भूखनेहारी को वाइप कर देगा।
कम ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले।
ट्राई नोटबुक, बेहतरीन टेस्टिंग मिल्क।
लजीजा कुल्फा सेहत भरा मैरी अज्जा से बना, घर में बनाए प्यार जवान। एक कप तुम में एक और कप चाय।
नया गहरा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा, टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
20s. On the mark straight away. Yeah, just when it seemed they were getting going, another one goes down. Pakistan will be happy at just chipping away at these partnerships and breaking them timelessly.
You could just see there, made contact low with the bat, and as well, the bat just swirled in his hands a touch. And he was disappointed. Clausen was dead keen to get in amongst this bowling.
Nice option, unable to make contact. So there's been no lateral movement tonight, which is a little bit surprising. Shane showed a freebie and Harris Rolfo, one of the exponents of getting the ball to shape through the air when conditions suit. But tonight there's been basically no movement at all. None off the seam, none through the air. The most effective deliveries have actually been the ones that have just been rolled across by the bowlers, just getting their fingers to cut across the delivery and to get it to slightly grip into the surface.
Hit that really well. Didn't find the gap though, so a dot. Successful that over. 72 for 4.
डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाली जरासीम से शील करना है आसान।
वो कढ़ाई से भी फाइट कर लेगा। कौन?
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से बाहर निकाले।
Try Notebook.
ये बेहतरीन टेस्टिंग मिल्क। जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
Shot. Hit really well that. Hey, Ferreira.
Captaincy-wise, there's no doubt Ramo's back into the attack because Donovan Ferreira's just come to the crease. You've got someone who's got mystery, and I haven't seen much of him, if seen him at all. Maybe in the leagues around the world, they might have played against him once or twice. And it's what the captain keeps up his sleeve. As soon as you get a new batter, you might not have seen your mystery bowler, get him in as quick as. Even the man that's been there for a while can't pick him.
Got enough. It wasn't quite middle, but still it sails away for 6. Miller charging. He was out the blocks quickly and he continues to play his shots.
Continues to communicate the different variations. David Miller picked that one. He saw it, seen it once and then saw it again and thought, okay, short boundary. The length is pretty good and the extension of the arms. As you say, Pop also made contact at the bottom. Pretty similar to what Andrew Klaasen does. Have a look where it makes contact on the bat. It's right at the end. Right, the contact and the power still enough to take it over that short boundary. Just 60 metres. He had to carry it. He probably carried it 62.
It's also why Klaasen would have been upset in that not much contact, short boundary, and he gets caught on and generally would clear most boundaries, Klaasen. Shelton catch it. It's up in the air and will sail over for 6. Sail over the longest boundary. What a way to bring up 50. David Miller, an 8th career T20 international 50, and it's a 3rd one against Pakistan. It's been belligerent.
Sensational. The striking, the 2 over extra cover for me have been the pick. He's just caressed that. It's no force involved at all. It's just allowed his arms to extend, held the pose, and the power to take it over that big boundary is immensely impressive. Of 28 deliveries, striking at just under 200.
Oh, yes! That one's up the middle, and boy has it flown! 3 in a row! It's been Miller time from the beginning!
3 sixes, bomb in a row. We've got a 3rd tier up. That was a proper strike. The modern day cricketer does not need to use his feet. He just waits for something to be overpitched, given some air,
And David Miller says thank you very much. As he makes contact, he knows it's a biggie. No worrying about running whatsoever. 94 meters. It's into the third tier. Thank you very much.
We've always known, he's shown from the beginning of his career so many years ago that he's a strong boy. And base has looked even stronger tonight.
In an interview before the match, I said, how's your form? He smiled and said, it's good, Polly, I mean. And he's carved that one away. They'll come back for a second. They will come back. I should have believed him when he smiled like that. 10 overs completed, 93 for 4. Also time for the players to have a welcome drink.
This drink break is brought to you by
लजीजा खीर मिक्स रिश्तों में लाए प्यार की मिठास
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. We go tell you 26.
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, it works.
ट्राई नोटबुक की बेहतरीन टेस्टिंग मिल्क।
From never to my first ever, join the flip side.
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग धब्बे हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा।
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, it works.
Never get lost in translation. Galaxy AI's Live Translate feature. You can talk in any language, just like that.
डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से शील करना है आसान। एक कप तुम में एक और कप चाय। जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
Capture every moment. The Helio G91 Ultra octa-core processor. We go tell you 26.
मुख्तिहारी को वाइप कर देगा। कम
ब्राइट नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, it works.
एक कप तुम में एक और कप चाय।
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. We go tell you 26.
ये शोर है मैच की पहली बॉल का। ये जोश है हर विकेट के आखिरी का।
Wonderful striker of the ball. Starting to come back
you have the conditions to use, you've got to ensure you use them, otherwise you make the job of the chasing team easier. Clarkson talking about that at the toss. Good pace, lovely to watch all the time. Here's Harris Ralph.
Yeah, I actually watched some of the series against Australia, and what I thought they did in Australia was use that short ball very effectively. I haven't really seen too many of those kind of deliveries here this evening. There's India, they got 202. In fact, when I was thinking back, I was remembering that they were on target for about 230 at one stage. South Africa did well to pull things back, and then the bowling South Africa out for 141 in 17.5 overs. I definitely do like that short pitch delivery in the T20 format, particularly if it's a big boundary. And say to David Miller, you're not just going to whack me straight over my head. I want to see if you can play it around to the leg side from a height that's not that easy to deal with.
Hillfield missed out there. He had a look around when that short one came. I think he was in two minds to go or not. Where's the fielder? Probably hadn't paid sufficient attention to where he was, and in the end was kind of happy that he was beaten by it. And then that time just tried to help it round with fine leg off.
Two deliveries, 2-dot balls from short pitch deliveries. And the other thing it does is it just takes your front foot away sometimes when you're conscious that there could be another one up the sleeve and you don't really lunge forward and get committed to trying to smash the one down the ground. It can just have that influence as well.
Slowly, and banged away for six. Almost as if he read what was coming. David Miller, he certainly is on tonight. 104 for 4.
And I stronger Pepsi. Come on, God test
Acting है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
From never to my first ever, join the flip side.
लजीजा रसमलाई घर में फौरन तैयार।
रॉयल रोडवुड बेहतरीन टेस्टिंग ड्रिंक।
Picks out short fine leg. The wickets continue to tumble at regular intervals, and Pakistan can smile again.
Abbas is having a nice outing, his first outing here in South Africa. Aaron Pereira looked straight at David Miller for sympathy. It's way down the leg side. He's just tried to clip it. He just had to beat that man at short 45. Would have been away to the boundary. Fortunately, he doesn't even get to play a shot in anger. He just nudged it around to get himself to 7. He was waiting to cut loose at some stage. No opportunity to do so. It's gone for 7, 104 for 5.
मुखनिहारी को वाइप कर देगा। कौन?
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले। कोई भी पुराना मोबाइल हमें दे जाए और नया सैमसंग फोन ले जाए।
सैमसंग ट्रेड-इन ऑफर। पुराना फोन लाओ, नया फोन ले जाओ।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. We go tell you 26.
Off the mark straight away.
always loved George Linder. I love what he's done domestically, and he's got a few opportunities in South African colours and test matches and the other formats, and he's always done okay. So we'll be looking to try and impress again this evening as he gets his opportunity. He kind of should have maybe gone harder at that one with short 45 in the circle, because if he just got it up and over, it was away to the fence. Sometimes you can be caught in just looking for a particular delivery of where you want to maybe execute straight down the ground, and you get a different one, and you don't react in the way that you should. And Ferreira will be spewing at the way that happened. Oh. Talk of two, and I think they should be able to get it comfortably. Yes, Linder comes back, and that's well run. He's a big fella. It's only about 5 or 6 steps to get to the other side.
It might be flowing though, because when it comes to partners and partnerships with regard to running, one's judgment for what's two and the other might not be the same. Hey, Izzy, give us a wave.
He's watching the helicopter. Now that's the one that if you've got a really good understanding, you've batted together for many, many years, you sometimes just go as George Linder. It was pace off, so he's always going to get to that man on the edge of the ring slowly.
Waves, Linder. Yeah, that wicket just shifts things. 5 down now, South Africa. Oh my goodness. That is sweet. A square drive that's gone flat over the boundary for 6. David Miller again.
That's just gone away like a Scud missile. Don't often see him hit it with that amount of power over the offside. But once again, just gets into position, holds the pose, and that's right off the meat of the bat.
He's putting on a show here, David Miller. Some wonderful shots. Strike rate more than 200, 26 from 36, 3 4s, 8 6s. Ball at the other end, they'll all be saying, get him off strike. In the gap, eye of the needle, 4 runs. 13 off that one, despite starting off with a wicket. It's 117 for Buck.
वो कढ़ाई से भी फाइट कर लेगा कौन
ब्राइट क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है एक
नया गाढ़ा हार्पिक जो सिर्फ 200 रुपए में जमकर दाग तक भी हटाए और पूरे 2 महीने चमकाए ऐसा टॉयलेट बनाए नए जैसा
डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाली जरासीम से शील करना है आसान
Remarkable performance from David Miller. George Linder on strike now. Gets that away to the sweeper. They're going to look to come back for the second. Yes, they do. Hashim Umbers alongside me. Hashim, welcome.
Thanks, Izzy. It's been an exhibition of batting from David Miller, and if you're a South African supporter, you'd want him to face every single delivery of their innings that's to come. From ball one, he's struck it so well.
Playing that nice and late. That's a really good shot. Really good shot indeed, and that's gone for 4. Nicely played by George Linder.
Yeah, fantastic shot. skill of this shot is how late he plays it to find that gap between the two men behind point. It was the googly, cramped him up, and he played it nice and late. When you play it late like that, that's how you get the power and the pace of the ball to beat those two men. Fantastic shot.
Zofia has been the find of the Zimbabwe tour. Well, absolutely beautifully there with his left arm wrist spinners. He's arrived here with a big reputation. Tough first over. This is what character's about. Coming back in the second. Nicely bowled, but nicely drilled also from George Linder. No run, dot ball. Nicely bowled, that's a leading edge. And it's safe. Something McKean thought he had a wicket there, but not to be.
Presented by Mizan. हर चीज मीजान में अच्छी लगती है.
McKean will be looking to finish this over. 8 from it. Needs to try and ensure that it doesn't go for a boundary. A little bit short, run and picked up. And that is superbly hit by George Linder, and that has gone for 6. So that's another costly over. 14 from it, 13 overs gone, 131 for 5. Plenty of action with the ground.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है. मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदे से इस्तेमाल. पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं. It works.
Try Nurpur, the बेहतरीन टेस्टिंग मिल्क.
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है. एक
From never to my first ever, join the flip side.
Cricket program, terrific. Right, here we go. Shaheen Shah Afridi. Couple of overs right at the top. Picked up a wicket in his first overs. Changing ends now to David Miller. Miller's seen him many times. Not a bad delivery, that's for sure. Scrambled one somehow. Not sure how David Miller actually kept that one out. Oh, single up at Ash.
It's an absolute jack off a delivery. This is what Shaheen Shah Afridi has become famous for, landing those Yorkers. Oh, it's a great shot. The win with David Miller, honestly, you can't do anything wrong at the moment. This came for 2-1. It's good feeling. All the way like a tracer bullet. I mean, size of the batter is just seeing the ball like a golf, golf ball. He's thinking like a beach ball.
And he's playing superbly. Strike rate 210. David Miller. Linder. He's just checked that as it over the top. It is just coming back for the second. Good doubling up. Good running.
Yeah, lovely slow balls from Shaheen Shah Afridi. Just have a look at it, running the hands over it, good length. We to see George Linder all ends up, but still managed to just chip it just over cover. Scamper for 2.
South Africa's going at 10 and over at the moment. If they continue at this, they'll get the 200 mark. Beautiful ball. Right in the block hole. That is outstanding work.
Yeah, Hazy, simply wow. When you see a fast bowler landing his Yorkers like Shaheen Shah Afridi is at the moment, it's one of those beautiful sights in international cricket. The bouncer and the Yorker Say the nose and the toes.
Yeah, when he's at his best, he's unbelievable to watch. Really. So 3 runs off half this over. That 171 I mentioned, generally that score and above is good enough to win all the games we've had so far in day-night games here in Durban. The turf. So we'll trot through for the single.
Yeah, I agree with you, Hazy. I didn't think anything closer to 100 is going to be a really difficult chase here at Kingsmead. And one of the keys for any team that has been chasing successfully is you've got to have one batsman in, similar to what Muller has done. Have one batsman at the crease throughout the innings, or at least for a large portion of the innings, then you're in with a chance.
Yeah, if you've got someone who can get back with a strike rate of over 200 for over an hour, you're going a long way to winning a game, that's for sure. And that's what Miller's done. Slightly short, he's hammered that one. It's out. Just picked him out, Freddie back in the attack, and he's picked up the big wicket.
Unlucky David Miller. Ball was there to hit. Didn't get a complete hit on it. Just picked up the man at deep square leg, or deep wicket rather. What an innings from David Miller, 82 or 40 balls. Like the South African team, innings ticking along at a fast rate. Good catch in the deep. End of David Miller. He goes for 80. Body part of 82.
मुखनिहारी को वाइट कर देगा कौन
ब्राइट क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है
Capture every moment. The Helio G91 Ultra octa-core processor. Wigo Tel U26.
Try notebook. ये बेहतरीन टेस्टिंग है.
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है
And just 4 off the over so far. Brand new at the game. And Dennis Milane up against Afridi. He's down away on the onside. Just going to be the one. And that's the end of an outstanding over. A wicket of Miller, 5 from it as well. 136 for 6.
सेंसोनाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोनाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स।
वो कढ़ाई से भी फाइट कर लेगा कौन
ब्राइट क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है
लजीजा गाजर की 15 मिनट में हो तैयार हर मौसम में अवेलेबल है यार मजेदार लजीजा गाजर की
डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाली जरासीम से शील करना है आसान
Often see golfers blowing the ball through into the oil. Similarly, Taylor blowing the ball over the rope.
Trying to egg it on a bit. Nice delivery first up. Attack 2 for 35 now.
So it'll be a testing time for the South African remaining batters, George Linda and Smilani. 5.5 overs to go. Still a long time in T20 cricket.
Look to the leg side. So what I think is to try and get Linda on strike as soon as he can early in the over. He's strong enough. If he gets one to hit, he'll put it away. Real opportunity here for Pakistan to get right back into this game now. And there's a stumping by some distance. Rongan, he bowls a lot of Rongans. I'm not sure there's a great deal of homework being done actually by the South Africans today. That's 2 batsmen undone by the Rongans. That's another big wicket.
Great bowling by Brown. Completely done by the googly Simalane. Bouncing down the wicket. Missed it by a mile. And in length and in spin. Comfortable take for Rizwan behind the stumps. Really disappointing end. Simalane, one of those batters who can whack it. That's the end of Simalane. He goes for one. South Africa 136 for 7.
Share more. Play more. Like a pro. We go tell you 26.
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
वो कढ़ाई से भी फाइट कर लेगा। कौन?
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से बाहर निकाले।
Doesn't battle a lot, Hazy, but I've seen him bat and he can do a job. And he's going to have to do one now for South Africa. He's built a partnership with George Linder and utilized the 4.3 overs still left in the innings.
Interesting, the long chat that he had with George Linder, or George Linder had with him when he first arrived in the middle. There's the engine room. There's the production truck. Smoke coming out of the windows, out of the door. Lovely shot from the drone, coming up over the top of the stand. Crowd's getting nice and full now. 136 for 7. Work would have passed around that David Miller was creating havoc. So Pakistan have got themselves back into the game now. They have done a fine job. 136 for 7. Halfway through the 15th over is top stuff. Let's just look at Abra's variations. You've got the leg spinner and the wrong one. So there's the flick of the fingers. It's quite a simple delivery to actually pick. If you think about it, look at that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I think if you look at the slow-mo, it is simple to make. Plus with the caption in the bottom. But I think as a batter, particularly in day-night games, when the ball, it's difficult to see the seam, it becomes a little bit more difficult to pick. Is it the wrong one? Is it the leggy? I don't think Simalane picks that. Fortunately, it doesn't look good. That's the advantage of having a mystery spinner, you're always in the game. We get a new batter at the crease. And it's never easy for the new batter because he doesn't know, is it turning away? Is it turning in? Do I make a play? And Abram sitting with 3 for 35 in his final over. And he certainly made an impact. He's brought Pakistan back in the game.
Yeah, terrific stuff. Abbas Afridi, 2 for 24 as well off his 3 overs. He's done a fine job as well. 3 balls to go to the end of Abra's spell. And looking for another wicket. I like that little nod he gave a couple of times. He picked up wickets nice and early. Right towards the change room. He's on the onside. Linder back on strike. That would have been the chat, by the way, that George Linder would have had to Peter.
Yeah, he would just said to him, just get me on strike. Let's build the partnership. Let's get some runs. Let's take it to the last over at least before we try and hit some sixes. The last thing South Africa would want to get bowled out after having such a cameo of innings from David Miller. It'd be such a shame for it to go in vain.
Give me great power behind that, so ease it down just for the one. 135 it was when David Miller departed. 5 for 135 they were, and hadn't even completed the 14th over. Fast ball. It's the end of a fine spell. Took a little bit of tap at one stage, but really good work. ended up with tidy figures, impressive figures of 3 for 37, 137 for 8. Let's look at the 3 wickets. The first one was Matthew Bretsky. Just picked him out at backward points. That was Reza. Didn't pick him out.
कि बेहतरीन टेस्टिंग में
वो कढ़ाई से भी फाइट कर लेगा। कौन?
ब्राइट, क्योंकि नए ब्राइट का बेस्ट एवर फॉर्मूला गहराई से दाग निकाले। जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है।
138 for 7 right now. 5 overs to go. Hashim, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think South Africa under the pump here. They take what they can get. Beautifully bowled. Can't get enough of a good Yorker. Certainly one of the most difficult delivery faces a batsman, unless you can scoop and reverse scoop. Maybe, I think once that shot has come into the T20 game for the last 10 years, 15 years, it's taken the Yorker, it's created doubts in the bowler's head. But if you don't play that shot, then the bowler can feel very comfortable to just land it like Shaheen Afridi is doing at the moment.
Yeah, and I guess there's also bowlers that can bowl absolutely beautifully that Yorker like he does, versus guys who sometimes don't quite get it right.
Yeah, he's made a name for himself bowling with Yorkers, and he's made a name for him bowling up front, getting the ball to swing back into the right-hander.
Getting a wicket so often in that first over he bowls. Not quite carrying, just short.
Yeah, you'd hope that Nava Peters just feels the situation of the game here and doesn't need to do too much. Just needs to get George Linder back on strike. 5 overs, 4 overs and 4 balls is a long way to go. It's 26 balls. If they even get 26 runs, I'm sure South Africa will be happy. So there's no real rush for him to play any shots and just tick it along a little bit.
He's that on the onside. They're going to look to come back for the second. That's clever work. And good running as well. Peter.
Yeah, fantastic running. You can't get the boundaries. You got to keep the scoreboard ticking with the ones and twos. I must admit, Shaheen Afridi bowling so well. I've been tempted to have somebody on the one on the leg side. Maybe even bringing Mudon up, tempting Nava Peters to go over Mudon and take the risk. It's a great opportunity for Pakistan to bowl South Africa out, so you can afford to be a touch more attacking, especially to a number 9.
Three balls left in his spell. That's a dot ball. Yorker wide of that off stump for the big drive. Gotta love the youth. Actually, we gotta love the youth.
Yeah, you gotta love it. It's touch late on that shot. It'll stop you from just practicing it afterwards, getting that feel-good feeling. There's every chance there's kind of a Yorker or full delivery. He needs to be ready for it.
From around the wicket. 143 k's per hour, that last delivery. A little bit tighter in the line. Nicely driven, looking for one. Direct hits out. No direct hit though.
Yeah, I think they could have scampered a single there, and I think Rizwan will feel that he missed an opportunity of running to the stumps. There's ample time for him to get to the stumps. Yeah, ample time. Nava Peters survives another one.
Right, one ball left in his spell, one ball left in this, the 16th over. Run rate is just dropping at the moment because these wickets that have been falling. So Pakistan are getting right back into this game. That 171. 170 is a key number in all the games that have been played here. Average score batting first and generally wins. Looking to whip that on the onside. They like it, Pakistan, and up goes that finger as well. So Afridi coming back with his last delivery. He thinks he's got a wicket. There is going to be a little bit of a chat between Lava and also George Linder. Are they going to go upstairs? Perhaps.
be umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I've checked the bowler's feet and it's a fair delivery. Front on spin vision, please.
Might be his 100th T20 international wicket.
Ball appears close to the bat. Can you just confirm with ultra edge, please? Okay, roll it through. That line. Okay, I'm satisfied. No bat involved. Can you move to ball tracking when ready, please? Original decision is out. Pitching outside off. Impact in line. Wicket. Umpire's call. Steven, stay with your own full decision of out. Stand by.
It is number 100 T20 international wickets for Shaheen Shah Afridi. He'll be delighted with the fact that he's got 100 of those wickets now. Clara Peter, a little shake of the head when he saw the big screen and still just shaking his head a little bit as he goes. But he's on his way for 3, 141 now for 8.
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है। डेटॉल सोप के रोजाना इस्तेमाल से 100